Alright everybody, how's it going today? We are back with an episode of our Tottenham Fun Career Mode. And we are going to have our first match against Watford today, as well as another match against Stoke, and the Copa Europe match against Atletico Madrid, who won, I guess, the Champions League last year. But there's our starting lineup for the day. I'm gonna let it play out well, first I'm gonna mess around on the little practice thing here. I'm just so good. I wasn't really paying attention when I was doing that part, that's why I just stopped there. But here's the start of the match against Watford, newly promoted Watford, who I think are 1-0 so far this season. But we got Martin Tyler and Alan Smith commentating. Go ahead and get through this intro. Showing Courtois, who we got for Lloris, because Lloris didn't want to stay with us. He didn't love us anymore. And we go ahead and get into it. Steal there with a through ball. I think Jovetic gets a chance there, but it gets knocked away from him. Eriksson creeping and crawling backwards. Got Walker with the ball here. To Lamella, back to Walker. Then to Jovetic, who just taps it in under the goalie. Not even paying attention, Mr. Goalkeeper. And just like that, we're up 1-0. Alright, so then we're going to just have a little shot here. Headed away by their defender. Cross back in, headed away by their defender again. And they're out of there. But then we're back with it. Good build-up play by De Bruyne to DeSiglio. Great through ball to Jovetic. And he just hits it near post, gets it in there past the keeper. And we are up 2-0 against Watford. So we're starting out this game really well. Great goal there. Fast forward a little bit, and we steal the ball. Cross it to Eriksson, pass it to DeSiglio. Jovetic gets it stolen. And get it back because they're bad passes. Mustafi to DeSiglio. Kovacic somehow gets the ball. Wanted to cross it all the way across there to De Bruyne, but failed. And then Jovetic fails there. But that was a chance for us. Geis almost hits it through to Jovetic, but it is stopped again. most of the game, Watford would basically do what they're doing right now, build up a bunch, and then we'd just take it from them. I really thought they had a chance.
EA Sports continues its coverage from the Barclays Premier League. The fixture, Spurs will be facing Stoke City away from
Had it away there. Jovetic tries to run past their players. Pops it over his slide tackle. A little skill cross there to Eriksson, but Eriksson can't get it back to him in front of goal. Do, however, give it to Bruyne here to Jovetic to Geis, and he puts it in at the near post. Goalies are not good at covering near post shots in this game at all. There's Geis' first goal for the team. And I believe a couple seconds, nothing happens, and there's halftime.
And that's the referee signaling for half-time, blowing his whistle, and it's 3-0 here at half-time. Grateful for the goals in this first half.
De Bruyne's all like, oh, I'm tired, I did stuff. So there's some of the match facts at halftime there. Have to be able to look pretty fast to catch what I just showed. Got a chance here a little after halftime. The goalkeeper stops that. Get a free kick here off the post by Lamella in the 53rd minute. Eriksson's like, why didn't you let me take it? And then we go to our subs. As you guys know, usually do that around the 60th minute. Get those, basically decrease the chance of having an injury or having to take off a player for injury, because their injury heals if there are no subs left. And that's the end of the match with a 3-0 win. We basically took advantage of our chances while they did nothing. And next is Stoke City versus Spurs. Martin Tyler and Alan Smith are back. Got Courtois in goal again. Now that I think about it, Celestin is probably getting angry that he's not playing. I think he played one game in the friendlies, and I think he plays, if I remember correctly, he plays the next game for the Copa Europe. There's my lineup, basically playing a second team from most of the positions, except Courtois. And the game begins.
A real spring in their step on the back of that home win in their previous game against Watford.
Yeah, 3-0, comfortable for them, and they're flying at the moment. I think they'll win again.
Marco Arnautovic. It's good vision to be able to switch the player.
Then we're on a little break early here.
Got a bit of menace to it.
Depay kicks it in. And Kane gets manhandled and actually ends up injured. Standing there holding his side. And the AI is like, oh, I'll kick it out for you so you can do a little sub. So I put in Zivkovic. to replace Kane, even though I didn't want to. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Brought on by the manager here. I wonder whether he can nick his first goal for his new club.
Sometimes it's easier coming off the bench. You know, the opposition.
Do a little cross there. Goalkeeper gets it, and that's the funny thing. In this game, goalkeepers always get the ball. Corners, they come way out and get the ball. That's why corners basically do nothing for you anymore. Townsend has the ball there, gets it through to Ward-Prowse, and he gets it in there. First goal of the game. We're up 1-0.
The side that has the form, and indeed you would think the better players are doing well at the moment. They've got a goal and they're beginning to boss proceedings.
Yeah, they're moving the ball about better, Martin. Certainly getting good delivery in from those wide areas. The much stronger side.
And the last two games.
They should be in good heart. And as you say, it won't be easy, but they're in.
Fast forward a little bit later in the game. We get a chance there. Their goalkeeper saves it. I think that was Townsend that had the chance. Butland got it. Butland. Fast forward a little more. Get another chance and Butland saves it. First chance for Zivkovic. Nothing comes of the corner. I think that was Davies that takes the shot, but one of their defenders jumps up and heads it away. Mr. Pink-haired Sidwell there. That doesn't really look like orange redhead to me. Looks kind of pink and weird. Then we've got a cross that goes right over the net. And then Stoke responds because for some reason Courtois does a vertical jump like he's Spider-Man or something, not even going in the direction of where the shot is going. Just look at that. Whoa. I guess he could have saved it if they hit it at him. But that was Bardsley that scores for Stoke. And they get another chance. Courtois blocks that. And that's halftime with that miss. And the commentators are talking about how, oh, I can't believe it's 1-1 when I've been dominating. I agree, commentators. I agree completely. So then we're back. Got a little chance here. Right across. Off the post. By Ward-Prowse. Do a nice little flick up to Depay there. And he just takes a shot across the goal. Whenever I first scored it, I was like, what is going on? How did that go in? But if you pay attention, it takes a deflection off of one of their defenders' chests and goes in at the near post. So the goalie had no idea where it was actually going to go in. But that put us up 2-1. Funny but kind of sad thing about this career, especially with that volley there that would have been a really good goal, is that only half of our players are actual Tottenham players, and the other half are players that I was just like, oh, they'd be a good addition to this team, so I just bought them. I think in the Everton career mode I only have like 5 players that aren't originally from Everton, but that's why this one's the fun one. Do whatever I want. And there's a nice little slide tap in by Zivkovic for his first goal for the team. Do a little weirdo chicken dance there. Tried to make him do something else, but he wanted that. Goal in the 83rd minute. We got 90th minute here. Draxler was subbed in. Gets around their defender. Gets the shot past their goalkeeper with a deflection. And that's his first goal for our team in the 90th minute. Oh, defender, you were so close to sliding and doing nothing anyways. Yeah, you'll get that ball somehow. Oh.
And the goals are tumbling out of this match, 4-1. Dembele. Defender's done very well to clear that.
My defender tries to head it when it's already out of bounds. He's unable to. Got one last cross here with Depay. Gets headed back in there, but then they clear it, and that's the end of the match. Final result: Spurs 4, Stoke 1. Don't know if you remember, but last year I talked about how Stoke somehow got third place ahead of Manchester United and Manchester City and Liverpool and Arsenal and all that. Only teams they were behind were me and Chelsea. It's kind of strange. Wonder if they just got some good games in there against the lower teams and survived with ties, or lost a few losses against the good teams, because most of the time I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing, and then they just ended up in third. But now it's the Copa Europe against Atletico Madrid, and for some reason, before I started playing this, I was like, Copa Europe, this isn't the Copa Europe. I'm not even thinking right now. This is just a first game of the Champions League. So I didn't even know what was going on until about halfway through the game. I was like, wait, I'm in the Copa Europe right now. Atletico Madrid must have won. There's my first real chance. Header off the post. Really important chance that we missed there, as you'll see in a little bit. So Atletico gets the ball, moves it forward, does a little crossy cross, and Mandzukic is wide open, heads it off the post and into the goal. So we are down 1-0 right before halftime. Celestin's in goal. I don't think Courtois could have stopped that either, because it was off the post. But you know, you can still blame Celestin. And that's the halftime. Have a lot more shots than them, but we're still losing. And this is my montage of sadness, where I just take a bunch of shots and they block them. Tell me if this is offsides. Obviously, I am behind his outstretched leg, so I don't know how that was offsides. I feel like I could have gotten a goal off that. But there's another shot there. Oblak is just blocking everything. Off the post, blocks that. A little slidey slide. Take another shot there. I just wasn't getting anything. And I lost. I lost the Copa Europe. Atletico Madrid dancing all happy. So then we just skip past the transfer deadline day because nothing happened at all. I think all we did was loan out Kanayan so that we actually had money instead of $0. And Dembele is saying, "I'm relieved, boss," but when I looked at him later, it still said he was threatened. And then you look at Shar over here, who's like, I want more money. I want 100,000 when I was making 45,000. I was like, what are you talking about, man? I can't afford that. So I mess with the transfer budget a little. And try my best to pay him what he wants, but I can't get up to that 100,000, you know. So I just you know, try and see what it can go to, then move it down to I think like 35. I'm like, alright, I'll give you 35 extra so that you're getting paid 80,000 instead of 45,000. I think that's pretty good. I don't know. But of course I offer that to him and he's like, no, I wanted 100,000, which is usually what happens. Usually, unless you give them what they demand in the contract negotiation, they say no. In the transfer negotiation with them, you can usually offer a little less than what they want, and they'll accept it if they want to be on your team. But that doesn't work that way. So I think he said something like, "Oh, I'm declining. I'm gonna take a couple weeks to think about my options. I'm gonna talk to you anymore." And apparently Vertonghen is doing great at Real Madrid. You know, that makes me feel good. When he wanted to leave and they forced me to sell him to Real Madrid, now he's doing well over there. But the Czech Republic offers me a position and I say no. Well, I don't say no. I just passively aggressively don't answer because that's how I do it. And now we're going to go through our squad report. Slesson's unhappy, of course. Look at any changes there. Veron's up to an 84. Siglio's up to a 79. Don't know why I'm going up and down like that, all weird. Got Kovacic up to 81. Geis up to an 81. Lamella's up to an 82. But a few players getting extra stats but not going up. Gomel, who I tried to sell, went up to 66. Zivkovic 76, Ward-Prowse 78. Shar's up to an 80. Maybe that's why he's asking for so much money. Depay's up to 81. He's unhappy for some reason. Dyer's 75. Telmon 76. Kane's going down because he's injured, because that's how FIFA works. And there was Dembele saying he's still threatened, even though in the thing he was like, "Oh, I'm happy now." And Willem Ruther has gone up 1 to 65. The goalie that might or might not ever play for me, because now that I got Courtois, I have extra years of good goalkeeping, because I had the Reese before. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time on this Tottenham career.